Hey, Nicole. Hello, hello. Hi, hi. Sorry I didn't get to answer your text. Thank you. I was just getting some things done before the live. I hope you're good today. Hey, Carrie Ann, nice to see you. Hello, hello. Welcome to our Q&A live call. We are live here on TikTok and over on YouTube. Hello, Dream with something, True Dream. Nice to see you, True Dream. like to have everybody's true dreams here. Hope that you're all doing well today. Welcome to our Q&A. Hello, Sue. Nice to see you. Oh my gosh, so nice to see you. I hope that you're doing well. Give us an update. Hello, user 89. Great to have everybody here. I will. Hello, Les. Hello, hello. Hey, Sue. How are you? Oh my gosh, thank you for my gift badge. It's so sweet. Hello, 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 Arej. Hello, everybody. Wonderful to see you all. I'm excited to have your questions. I'm Julia Loggins, a gut coach and colon therapist of over 40 years. And I am joined by Nicole, who is not only a gut coach, a life coach, and also kidney and gut expert. So we are excited to see you. This is not medical advice. I'm not a doctor. We're not doing medical advice. And we are sharing our experiences. I'm sharing my experiences from the trenches of 40 years of my clinic. I've been teaching gut health since before some of my younger clients were even born. Hey, Lexus. It's funny. I have a feeling you're among them, Lexus. I was just sharing. I've been teaching gut health longer for 42 years, longer than some of my clients have been alive. I think you might be one of those young people just out there healing your gut. And I welcome all of you here. One thing I have learned is what trends come and go, what works, what doesn't work. And there's a lot of trends that come and go. So you're 28. Oh, you are, yes, you're the age of my youngest. And I've got three stepkids from 30s to 45. I can't even believe that. And also my two, who are 28 and 32. Amazing. I can't believe that either. I don't know where all the time goes, but whew, it just goes. So, Lexus, enjoy your little girl. The time just goes like that. Hello, Fudge. Hello, user 98. So nice to have everybody here. Um, and wonderful. Thank you so much, Nicole, for working with Sherry and Kathy over on YouTube. I can see that we are definitely getting off to a wild start over there, and that's awesome. Hello, Colleen. Hello, Lucille. Nice to see everybody here, and thank you for everybody jumping in over on YouTube. Saul, diagnosed with diverticulosis, following my videos. You are so welcome. If you, thank you so much for my gift badge. If you send me a DM, I'm happy to send you a diverticulitis diet. That's something you want to just jump into right now. Even though you don't actually have diverticulitis, I created it for anyone with an inflammatory gut issue. And diverticulosis certainly is in that category. That means those pockets are already forming. We just don't want them to get infected. So I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to my page. And the other thing that I can tell you that's really key is to take a look and just go through my videos. For anybody who's here, you're going to learn all about digestive enzymes and why they are so important. And then what the root cause of diverticulosis, diverticulitis is. One of them is chronic constipation, whether you go to the bathroom every single day or not. Having been a colon therapist for 4 decades, I always share that I have never had a client with any inflamed gut issue who does not have an impacted colon. Being a colon therapist, I have a really unique view to understand what is actually going on in people's colons. And certainly when I became a colon hydrotherapist, which is literally to save my own life, I had no idea the perspective it would give me. Like none other. Lily, you're having a flare now. So are you having acute pain? If you're having a fever, I would definitely want you to go to the doctor or go to urgent care. I am 70, Nicole. So thank you very much. I'm 70. I've been doing this for a long time. I spent most of my first 20 years hospitalized. I hope that I did my old age early. Saul, your no on antibiotics, doing much better, completely changed your. That's fantastic. I am thrilled to hear that. We would just want you to do nothing but get better and better and better. And I'm hoping that your diagnosis is just that kind of life change that will keep you healthy. You went to the hospital, they gave you, okay, amoxicillin, so you're on antibiotics. So the important thing probably now, Lily, is bone broth, aloe vera juice. You'll need some food in your stomach since you are on an antibiotic. You don't want to do a completely liquid diet. Castor oil packs are fantastic for pain. Castor oil, by the way, hello, TikToker. So nice to see you. Nicole and I are both here if you ever need a support system. I mean, that goes for any of you out there. If you need any of you need a support system, just throw a DM to me or Nicole, and we're there for you. That's what we're here for. So, Lily, castor oil packs, which are always applied externally, excellent for pain and inflammation. And I'm so glad that you're here. Hello, happy to be here. We're happy to have you. Hello, Susan. Hello, TikToker. We are here for you, both Nicole and I. And we're sending you big hugs and hope that you are safe and well. And I'm glad that you're showing up for my lives. I'm always happy to see you. And Nicole, the same. So we have our hearts and our prayers around everyone who is in need. That's a lot of us these days. Protein user 24. Do you have questions about protein? You know that I'm big on protein, 120 to 150 grams a day. I have very few clients that are not protein deficient. A lot of that is because people don't like to eat protein because they feel so bloated. That's because they just don't have enough hydrochloric acid in their stomach to digest it. And so they just feel bloated and they don't really want to eat it. And yet we really need it. The more fiber you eat, the worse you are. Yep. That's why I do so many videos on fiber. Check out my videos on high fiber diets. You'll know what I think of them. IBDM. Hello, Niam. Keto, bipolar, and keto diet. Send me a DM. Those are complex issues, and I'm happy to talk to you or do a consult. Saul, you never ate eggs, now you do because your videos are all again because of the protein. Yes, so definitely eggs are such an easily digestible form of protein. Just make sure, Saul, that you are starting to use a digestive enzyme with hydrochloric acid after your protein meals. That's really key right now. Not a lot of fiber. It's not about the amount of fiber or the grams of fiber. It is about the type of fiber. We're not cows. We were not made to eat pounds and pounds of fiber. Hydrochloric acid, it is not an enzyme. Thank you. Nicole, for that. Wow, you are fast and I appreciate it. That's such a good question, user 89. For Nicole and I, one of our favorite forms of fiber is a baked sweet potato, cooled and reheated without the skin. It's one of the best forms of fiber. It's also a natural prebiotic. Leah, heavy family birthday season. How does cake and sugar affect your diverticula? Can you guess? Wheat, sugar, dairy, incredibly inflammatory. So, yeah, if you are struggling with not being having a hard time not saying no, I'm going to differentiate between whether you feel like it's not polite or whether you just have cravings. If one of the things, and Dr. Joe, you will. My dear friend Dr. Joe is here. You'll get a kick out of this because I do a lot of coaching on my calls to give people the courage to say no to what doesn't work for them. I think we need that in all walks of life. In my world, it has a lot to do with food. People eat food to please other people. And I will say, Leah, that you don't need Leo, that you don't need to do that. It's something that I try to teach my kids at an early age, because if I'm not teaching them to say no to foods that aren't good for them when they're 12, how can they say no to other things that aren't good for them later and feel like they have the right to just do what works for them? Just like they have the right to say yes to what works for them. That doesn't matter what anybody else thinks of that either. So, Leo, I want to give you the courage to say no to things that aren't going to work for you, especially if you are just healing. Anybody that is in a fragile place, a vulnerable place, I want to Nicole and I want to give you all the permission in the world. I wish I could instill in all of you the kind of fortitude and mother bear energy that Nicole has, to basically just speak up for yourself, just the way that you would totally welcome anybody doing that you love for whatever they need. Sometimes it's hard to do that for ourselves. So that's my rant on cake and sugar, because you may not be able to afford that right now. Anybody that has had a flare recently or is just in a healing phase. Um, and if you have any more questions about that, drop them here, like what to do around that. Happy, these are great. This is a great question, because just the practical pieces of life have so much to do with how we take care of our gut. And stress is as hard on our gut as anything, probably more, actually. We all know those people who can kind of eat anything, but they seem to be easygoing and they just get away with it. And our perspective and our attitude and our point of view has so much to do with that. So, happy to answer any questions. I do a lot of coach in my private coaching calls. We talk a lot about lifestyle and how to actually take care of ourselves. Not only exactly what to do to heal, but how to do it in real life. Um, Hello, SB2NC4 family. Nice to have you here. Sunshine, you're suffering with diverticulitis. The antibiotics are not working. Speak up to your doctor. I can hear Nicole in my head right now. Call your doctor right now and say the antibiotics aren't working. I'm not doing well. Because you may need a different antibiotic. And that's really important. If the antibiotics aren't working, you're not feeling better, then you definitely want to speak up to your doctor. So don't wait. Don't be polite. Just call them. That's it's a common thing. So call your doctor and tell them you're not feeling better. I could hear you, Nicole, saying that. And Sunshine, please feel that you've got Nicole's and my voices in your head. It's really important that you do that. For anybody out there, if you are given a medication and you don't feel like it's working, call your doctor and just say that. Otherwise, they're not going to know. And then not only are you taking a medication, you're taking a medication, which is already harder on your body, right? But now you're taking one that's not working. We don't want that for you. Anytime, hello, Guns and Glory, anytime you take a medication, we want it to be what your body needs at that moment. Gastroparesis. Gastroparesis, if anybody doesn't know, Ellie's asking about it. It means that your digestion, your motility, everything is slow. Your body's just working in slow motion. Um, and so, yes, digestive enzymes can really help with that, Ellie. Food combining and colon cleansing. If you want to do a session, I'm happy to talk to you. I work with gastroparesis. Oh, Nicole, that's brilliant. Another good resource is your pharmacist. Absolutely. Tell your pharmacist that the medication isn't working. Pharmacists are so well educated and they are in the trenches every day with people. Nicole, that's such a good question. Do you know, one time my son had an infection in his arm. The medication wasn't working. We happened to be at that drugstore that we got something from, and the pharmacist handed us something over the counter that actually worked right away. And Luke didn't need urgent care at that moment, or we didn't need to go to the emergency room. The pharmacist helped us handle it, but pharmacists are a gold mine of information. And there's some pharmacists here on TikTok. I can't think of any by name, but the next time I find some that are the gold mine I'm thinking of, because I listen to them, I will flag them and I'll tag them. Food combining. You only eat 15 bites of food every 3 days. Okay, so definitely let's do a coaching call. Hey, Dax, I'm hoping that you're having a fabulous time at Midsummer Night's Scream. And it's nice to see you here for a moment. So I'm sending you a big hug. I hope that all is well with you. Catherine, you watched my type O diet for busting belly fat, and you're just starting keto, no sugar and carbs. That's fantastic. Just make sure, Catherine, that you're using a digestive enzyme after your protein. It's going to really help it break down. And that also, if you are prone to constipation, then you might also want to check out my Happy Gut Cleanse, because that's one thing about the keto diet is that it can be tough with constipation. Um, so Ellie, tube fed. We can talk to you. I can talk to you in a coaching call about that. So definitely, you're welcome to reach out to me. What do I use for skincare? Oh my gosh, I would say that it is literally how I take care of my gut. My doctor, my dermatologist, Dr. Julia T. Hunter, is here on TikTok, and she always says that you cannot, that radiance has to come from the inside. Hydration is a big part, and honestly, wheatgrass and colon cleansing. I would just say 40 years of wheatgrass juice and colon cleansing, because you really have that's really comes from the inside. Um, you're so you're so welcome. Am I familiar with athletic greens? Yes, I am, and I actually thank you for asking for bringing that up. I am, and I think it's a good product because it doesn't have kale or spinach, which is something that we don't want with when you've got an inflammatory gut issue. How do you make wheatgrass? That's a great question. So, Catherine, if you're not going to your local juice bar and getting fresh wheatgrass juice, which most juice bars have, is wheatgrass juice, and you can get it fresh. You just drink 1 ounce. You can get freeze dried wheatgrass juice on Amazon from a company called Anthony's. And you can go over to our Facebook, Happy Gut Tribe Facebook page, and see all the places where you can buy products and brands that we love. You drink a lot of water, but you're recently diagnosed with uh, with IC. So Italian Gem, happy to talk to you. Happy to do a coaching call. And also, the trick about water is that yes, Anthony's freeze dried is amazing. I totally agree, Catherine. So the thing about water, make sure that you are using a sugar-free electrolyte in your water so that you're actually absorbing it and not just peeing it out. That's super important. This is my grit tea. Oh my gosh, Sherry, thank you. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. That is really kind and very generous. I have a wonderful medical team, and I'm grateful to be the gut health arm and leg. Um, it takes a village. I really believe that whatever tool works, but when you can heal the gut, it's just amazing what else falls into place. Saul, that's really kind of you. Thank you so much for my gift badge. Really appreciate that. And just for anybody, check out our Happy Gut Tribe Facebook page. It's an open page. It's got brands, products, recipes. Nicole has done the most extraordinary job with it. There's also a lot of free information on the blogs on my website, cleansingforenergy.com. It's a link at the top of the bio. And of course, I do coaching calls. SB, nice to see you, and thank you for liking the live. Thank you for sharing. Thank you all for being here. Really good questions. And Nicole, thank you for doing such a great job over on YouTube. And thank you, Sherry, again. That's so kind. From my history, histories teach us a lot. I learned a lot about the gaps between what the traditional medicine can do for us, what we need to do for ourselves. I do prefer monk fruit over stevia. Besides the taste of stevia, which is like a weird metal taste in your mouth, monk fruit tastes, especially if you use the brand that we are sharing over on our Happy Gut Tribe Facebook page, and that is Pure Assure. You'll find it on Amazon. I love that. No erythritol. Um, do I have a tea infuser? Yes, I do. Nicole is making me an herbal tea for my tummy. Thank you so much. From things that she's grown. Yes, I love pure Assure monk fruit. That's what I have in my tea. And my husband is in love with my gluten-free banana muffins. And so when I bake, I use monk fruit instead of sugar. I've been using monk fruit instead of sugar for years. Actually, I when my kids were young, I just used stevia because way back in the day, that's all we had. But for a zero glycemic sugar alternative, but I love monk fruit. And the problem is so many of the monk fruits in the grocery store, like Lakanto, have erythritol. You don't want erythritol. You definitely don't want xylitol. If you have a gut issue, look for xylitol in any of your sweeteners. Hello, bubble tea. Nice to have you. So I love monk fruit, and it tastes exactly like sugar. It doesn't have a taste of its own. It's just naturally sweet. Mm. Oh, Sherry, that's great to know. Um, that is so good to know. I really appreciate hearing that. So, if you'd like to share anything about how any of the tips and tricks for how you've healed, Sherry, or your gastroparesis, what you're doing, any would love to know. Carmen, you love black coffee in the morning. What about, thank you. That's a great question. What I recommend instead would be green tea or matcha. It's not the caffeine that's the problem, it is the acid in the coffee. If you are if you are 3 months away from a flare, then you could have coffee in the morning. 3 months away from a flare, not a week, but 3 months. Then you could use a low acid brand of coffee like Pangea. It's one of our friends here on TikTok. But until you're way down the road from a flare, no black coffee in the morning. But matcha or green tea, like I said, it's not about the caffeine. The monk fruit brand I liked is called Pure Assure, Purisure. Yes, thank you, Nicole. You miss coffee. I know. If you're healing, you may get back to it. Jazzy, yes, take slippery elm. I would say at night. Slippery elm is in a lot of my products, in my Happy Gut Cleanse, in my Happy Gut Soothe. I love slippery elm. Is goat's milk better than cows? We don't ever suggest anything that comes from a cow. No offense to you, cows, we love you. However, um, we don't ever suggest anything that comes from a cow because cow products are inflammatory. So everything, like, after all, goats are about the size of an adult goat is about the size of a human being. So their milk is much more digestible. Un lindo, all the videos on my page are going to help you out with your IBS. Anything that refers to colitis, diverticulitis is going to help you with your IBS. So check out all the videos on my page. You're going to find, just walk through them from the last one to the first one. And I've had followers who literally never did a coaching call with me. I never met them. And all of a sudden, I will get an email from them, and they said, that they were in the hospital or they were diagnosed with diverticulitis or colitis, and they just did whatever it was that they learned in the videos, and now they're completely healed, which is mind blowing. Like, I never met them, I never did a coaching call. I had a lovely gentleman, and he sent me pictures of his weight loss journey. James. James and I never had a conversation. I can say his name because he shared his story on TikTok. I never had a conversation with James. He had diverticulitis. He got the digestive enzymes, the Happy Gut Cleanse. He did the food combining. He did the videos. He healed his diverticulitis and lost 60 pounds that he wanted to lose, and sent me pictures at the end of it, which was amazing. Severe constipation and SCI. So one of the things, oh my gosh, thank you so much, Stanley. That's so sweet. One of the things that could heal the constipation, try my Happy Gut Cleanse. You don't want to use a laxative. Laxatives are inflammatory. We all know they're addictive. They're inflammatory and irritating. That's how they work. Anything, and it doesn't matter if it comes from the health food store, has all the same ingredients. Anything that has senna, cascara sagrada, all of those ingredients are inflammatory. They work because they irritate your colon into a release. You drink prune juice, but yeah, too much sugar. I agree. Too much sugar. And also, for some people with autoimmune issues, the prunes are really high in histamines. People who have any kind of an autoimmune issue, you really want to avoid that level of a histamine. I just did a video that I dropped just before our live started on how to make a low histamine bone broth, because I get asked that question a lot. And Nicole is right. Aloe vera juice is way better than prunes. Is there a correlation between diverticulitis and interstitial colitis, Evie? That is such a good question. The answer is yes, because it involves inflammation of the pelvis. And the answer is yes. So, Evie, one of the things that I have found in my practice that's really helped interstitial cystitis is a protocol called pelvic floor therapy. It's done by a professional. It's a physical therapist who's trained in pelvic floor therapy. I don't know where you live, but Google it and see if there's a pelvic floor therapist in your town. It's amazing for interstitial cystitis. And I work with a lot of clients with that. How much aloe? Oh, that's a great question. So start with 1 ounce at a time because it has slightly laxative qualities. For some people, that means 2 ounces would send them to the bathroom, but for others, it might take 4 ounces or 6 ounces. Everybody is different. Evie, you're so very welcome. You're welcome to send me a DM. I do lots of work with people with interstitial cystitis. Inflammation of the pelvis is all related. Um, and there's so many reasons for it. And so I'm happy to, if you ever want to do a coaching call, happy to talk to you about that. Heavenly K, thank you for joining. Oh, for Nicole, I was going to say that, but I didn't think I thought that might be rude without you saying it. So for Nicole, 2 ounces sends her to the bathroom, but I can take like 4 or 5. So see, everybody's a little different. Did I say enzymes? Yes, I said digestive enzymes. You want to take a digestive enzyme with hydrochloric acid after your protein meals. If you don't have one you love, check out my enzyme energy. Oh my gosh, Saul, that's so sweet. Plus, your gift matches my dress today. I was feeling like I needed a red boost. It's always good to it's red is just that color that lifts me up. And on Sundays, it's a good thing. I've been in the clinic this is my 7th day in a row. So it's just good to lift up. So thank you. That is so kind of you. So yes, Unlindo, digestive enzymes. I don't know where you like my glasses. Thank you. They're like super cheap from Amazon because I lose them constantly. Red is a power color, right? It is. It's a power color. And and I love color. I love all kinds of colors, but this one is like this particular shade of red is a good one. You live in California. Oh, easy. You can get all my products. Um, I mean, I send products all over the world, but some countries are slower to get them in. Oh, Saul, thank you. I feel very blessed. I feel very blessed to be here. So I feel very blessed to be able to do what I do and to share on this platform, to be on, to be able to um, just bring what I have learned, what I do here in my clinic. This kind of gets me and Nicole out and about into the world and answer all these questions. And I've met the most amazing people and friends on TikTok. I love TikTok and I'm super grateful to be here. You can buy all my products on my website, cleansingforenergy.com. The link is at the top of my page. If you can't find it, just send me a direct message. And I got onto TikTok because of my nephew, who I would say bullied. He would laugh if I said that. He sort of dared me to do it because he said, Julie, you've just got to get onto social media. And of course, at 70, I hadn't done a lot of social media. I'd been on Instagram, but TikTok is very different, especially going live. And then having Nicole has made all the change in the world because there's no way I could manage two platforms without Nicole. You can't believe how busy it is over on YouTube. It's wild. And I love that because the more people that we can reach, our message is that healing is possible. If I can heal, anybody can heal. I mean, I was told by my doctors when I was 17 that I would not see the end of the year. I had autoimmune issues. My gut bled from head to toe. I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis at a young age. I was allergic to literally everything. I'd been in 9 drug trials and 19 hospitals from one end of the country to the next. And Nicole has a very similar history. We are soul sisters in our journeys, and we are still standing and we are thriving, and we're both so happy to be here and grateful to be here. I don't want to sugarcoat it. Healing doesn't happen overnight, but we're here to tell you that healing can happen. And our goal is to just give you the inspiration and hopefully the tools to do it. And in your own world, everybody's a little different, which is why in my coaching calls, it's really great to be able to just personalize everybody's program because literally everybody's program is different. Fire wifey, a correlation between it and diverticulitis, between a UTI and diverticulitis, both times you've had a flare, it was after a UTI. Yes, there's a correlation because they both involve severe inflammation of the pelvis. Happy to talk to you on a coaching call about the root causes of that and then how to stop the inflammation pain flare cycle. And yes, they absolutely are connected. Just like interstitial cystitis, diverticulitis, those things are all connected. Yes, as Nicole said, in the healing journey, it's not easy, but you have to fight for yourself. I feel like I'm always talking to people about making the what might seem like a curse into a superpower. I did a podcast a little while ago, and we talked a lot about that. It may seem like a curse today, but you're going to turn this into your superpower. That I feel is sort of was my operating instructions from the universe, and Nicole's absolutely. It made us who we are, and not the kinds of things you wish on people, but that on the other side of it, you are really living exactly the life that you're destined to. My goal is really to give you the tools to heal so that you can do what it is that you are supposed to be doing here on this earth. And being sick is not it. And for Nicole, the same. She's here to be teaching. She is 47 and her mom calls her Supergirl. I love that so much. If you all want to see a picture of Nicole, her beautiful face, go over to my website, cleansingforenergy.com, and check out the blog that I did where I shared about our Happy Gut Tribe Facebook page, and I got to share a picture of beautiful Nicole. It was one of my favorite blogs because I feel like I got to introduce our Nicole to the world, and I'm really feel very grateful about that. Like I said, I've met some amazing people on the internet. So, this is how we find each other in the new age, right? This is how we do it. And we need to because there's like you can't expect people that were trained to heal crises conditions to deal with anything chronic. The people in your world, the traditional, conventional, trained people do not have the tools to treat chronic conditions. So don't blame them. Just use them when you're in a crisis and then move on and get tools. Um, I mean, we're happy when we need to go to the emergency room, then people are there, but we can't expect them to have the tools to heal something that is chronic. And my job is to prevent as many people as possible from getting to a place where they're in a crisis. So, and yet that is how many people find me. We all seem, we're humans, so we change when we have to. It's 4:30. Oh my gosh, Nicole. Nicole and I always laugh that our lives go just so fast like that. Hello, Coco. Thank you again, Nicole, for the amazing job you're doing over on YouTube. Yeah, it is. We're always blown away. And Nicole and I are here for everybody who's new every Saturday and Sunday. Um, we're here on Saturdays and Sundays exactly at this time. Where Nicole lives on the East Coast, it is 7. I'm in Santa Barbara, California. I have a clinic here. If anybody um, lives close enough or gets on a plane, I've had some of the people I've done consults with come out and do a week out here in Santa Barbara, and it's awesome. There's nothing like being able to actually treat people in my clinic. Hello, GL. Nice to see you. Mm. And hello, Sandy Z, Coach. Nice to have you. Nice to see you again. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you're feeling great. It's always nice to see old friends here on TikTok. Hello, Jenny. And if you have any questions, please drop them. If you have any, what causes arthritis in the neck and back? Um, Arthritis is an autoimmune condition. So um, I'm happy to do a coaching call. I had been diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis as a young person. Um, I had pretty crippled feet, so I get it. And there's many, there's the root causes of arthritis. There's always something a little bit different. Healing your gut has a lot to do with it. There's also other supplements and protocols. Everyone is a little bit different. So what causes arthritis in you, and how do I don't use the word, the C word here. We talk about healing. But what I can say is dealing with any autoimmune condition, and arthritis is an autoimmune condition, Sharon, means reducing inflammation and toxicity. Reducing inflammation and toxicity is what allows autoimmune conditions to begin to heal. Arthritis is an autoimmune condition. There's certainly supplements for joints. And of course, there's physical protocols to do as well. But as far as the internal process, it is what reduces inflammation, our detox and cleansing protocols, and then also making sure that you are eliminating foods that are inflammatory. And then there's always stress. So happy to talk to you more about that on a coaching call, and personalize it for you. Like I said, everybody's a little different. In our world, in our modern world, we're dealing with immense amounts of toxicity that creates inflammation. We all break where we're vulnerable, and it's different for everybody. Um, Britt and Maddie, that's a great question. Do you know that my doctor, Dr. Julia T. Hunter, you'll find her here on TikTok, amazingly says no, but what I would say is it's totally individual. Everybody is a little different. Some people react to that particular thing, other people do not. Um, so the answer, it's really individual. What you can do if you want to try something like that is to have your practitioner do the teeniest amount and see how you do. That's one of the things that you can do. Can gastritis be healed? Princess, the number one cause of gastritis is H. pylori. So my question to you is, have you been to a doctor to be tested for H. pylori? Because that's really important. What kind of toxicity? Because you've changed your diet, and fantastic, good job that you've changed your diet. However, as a colon therapist of over 40 years, anybody who has an autoimmune condition like arthritis has pounds of impacted waste in their colon. I'm a colon therapist. I have a very unique perspective on what's going on in the body. Um, I've been trained as a lymphatic therapist. I can map inflammation. The two go together. So protocols that clean the colon, allow the liver to clean. We're dealing with Sharon, I'm happy to talk to you about any of these things on a coaching call. It's what I do on a coaching call. Um, Anything specific like this, and you can sign up on my website, or you can just follow my videos because I talk about all these things on my videos, literally one after another. Princess, you have twice, none detected. Okay. Um, gastritis with no H. pylori, and you've had your gallbladder removed. So, Princess, have you tried aloe vera juice? Aloe vera juice is wonderful for gastritis, and it's just great for your gut. The other thing that is going to help, I would suggest that, because one thing about aloe vera juice, it is so gentle and soothing, especially before bed. If that's Oftentimes people get gastritis or acid reflux before bed. Aloe vera juice can be wonderful. I have a product called Happy Gut Soothe. It's also great because it has slippery elm and licorice and marshmallow, all kinds of really things that are soothing for the stomach. Um, you know, that's the kind of thing that can be super helpful. Hello, Vibrant Val. Nice to see you. Um, and Our aloe vera soft gels. Do you know that I've actually never heard of that in a soft gel? I've heard of it in a capsule. I don't know if they're okay. I don't know what the soft gel's made of. I don't know anything about them. So I don't, yes, I ship to Canada. Uh-huh. It takes a minute to get over the border, but I do ship to Canada. I have, many clients there. Um, and so it takes a minute to get through customs and over the border. My distribution center is really good at getting my products to. I have clients in Canada, England, Australia. There's a few places. I have some clients in Africa that have been wanting my supplements, but I've never shipped to Africa, so I'm reticent to do that. But Canada, England, Australia, yes. Um, and yes, the answer is yes. And unfortunately, I'm not Amazon, so it doesn't happen overnight. But yeah, I'll get you products. Thank you. It's a great question. And I have a great distribution center. I'm so grateful to them. They do a really good job of just getting everything everywhere that it needs to. Annette, welcome. Nice to have you here. My gosh, we've got 20 minutes. Evie, you're welcome. 20 minutes left, Nicole. Nicole, what did you have for dinner? I have to hear. Nicole is a Martha Stewart level chef, and she is always making the most amazing food. So, um, Brenda, for celiac, just follow my videos and you're going to learn a lot about how to heal. But if you'd like to do a coaching call very specifically, I'm happy to help you. I need to hear about what Nicole had for dinner. How long to wait between meals? Oh, because of food combining, which is a great question. A couple of hours is perfect. Yeah. Marisol, nice to have you. Mm. And Hello, Fabio. Nice to have you. How are you doing? How is everybody doing? Nice to see you again. Um, Nice to see you. And it's always nice to see people on here on our live call that I haven't seen for a while. So welcome. If any of you have any specific questions, hey Rebecca, drop them in my DM. As I say to people when they're asking me questions, I will tell you that I don't do a lot of answering long specific questions. There's a lot of reasons for that. That's the kind of thing I do on my coaching calls. But you are welcome to reach out to me, and I will, give you the information that you need to do what it is you need to do. Mary, nice to have you. Wow, I can't believe it. Our live calls always just go by so fast. Um, a leaky liver. Um, well, I know all about a leaky gut. but I'm not sure I've heard of a leaky liver specifically. I imagine, Roger, are you talking about leaky gut? So for anybody that for anybody that doesn't know, leaky gut is when your gut is kind of like a sieve. No, leaky liver. No, I don't know anything about an actual leaking liver. Um, but you're welcome to DM me and we can talk more about it. So for Nicole, leaky liver caused your leaky gut. Okay, so what I'm imagining is the toxins in your liver caused your gut to be permeable. And what are you doing to heal? Nicole had a turkey burger, no bread, an awesome salad. Oh my gosh, that sounds good. Nicole, I'm going to try lamb chops tonight. I'm going to cut them up in tiny little pieces. Nicole knows this, but I had a molar out on Thursday, so I haven't been chewing anything except the really softest foods. I'm only chewing on this side, but not too bad, not too swollen. Steve T, nice to have you. But I'm gonna try and cut a lamb chop up really, really well. Britt, Maddie, are avocado oil, kettle potato chips okay, or is that constipating? I'd say they're probably constipating. Um, I would say they probably are. Chips are constipating. It's not that they're, obviously avocado oil, I mean, you can't get cleaner and healthier, but chips and tortillas of any kind are constipating. Um, I do chew on the other side. Yeah, I will chew. So, Roger, selenium methylfolate steak and no vitamin for a leaky liver. No vitamin A. Oh, fascinating. Okie doke. And so you've healed. And so how is your leaky gut? Like, are you having any gut issues at all? I would love to hear. And thank you for sharing. And yes, I will be. I have been chewing on this side. Even had a little bit of salad for lunch that I chopped up into like really tiny bites. No, nothing works. So nothing works. Nothing works. Nothing has healed your leaky gut. Um, Interesting. So are you using digestive enzymes? Because there's a protocol for healing leaky gut. I've done a lot of videos on it here, Roger. If you want to check them out and see if there's something on there that maybe might be useful, because I do a lot. Really, all the root cause of most of what I teach is leaky gut. For anybody that doesn't know that, like picture your gut like a nylon stocking, and it's not like a steel pipe. It's more like a nylon stocking. But when it's leaky, it means that toxins are just getting out and they're coming in as well. So what we want is to like get it a little bit more solid. And the way we do that is to heal our digestion and clean our colon and a few other protocols. But I've talked about that a lot on my leaky gut videos. China crisis. Thank you for following. Hello, Mr. Elvis Presley one. Nice to have you. Leaky liver is the same as leaky gut. Thank you, Nicole. I kind of thought so, but thank you for clearing that up. um, how many milligrams? Check out you can look at my products on my website and just see. I don't, all of my products use slippery elm as one of their ingredients. So I created them, but I don't have all of those in my head. Mrs. Elvis Presley one. So sorry. Thank you for correcting me. I appreciate that. Yeah. Firewife, you're very welcome. Mm. Kim, nice to have you. We've got 15 minutes left. Turtle 82. Um, Thank you again, Nicole, for helping us out over on YouTube. What are my thoughts on inulin? Inulin is actually one of the products or one of the ingredients of my Happy Gut Cleanse. So I like it, and that's why I chose to use some of it in my Happy Gut Cleanse, along with slippery elm and aloe, and a whole combination of herbs that are fantastic for allowing the bowels to move gently. without any embarrassing trips to the bathroom. So if you're looking for a colon cleansing product that's safe and natural, that's made to be used regularly, check out my Happy Gut Cleanse. I'm Jasmine. Nice to have you. And thank you for following and thank you for being here. So, Trista, I will say I work a lot with microscopic lymphocytic colitis. Actually, one of the videos that I shared in within the last year was from one of our followers, Linda, and I can use her name because she actually used my Happy Gut Cleanse and my Bugs Be Gone to heal that particular condition for her. Um, because both of those nasty critters are one of the root causes of that particular condition. I will say that low FODMAP has some foods on it that I have found to be inflammatory for that particular condition. If you DM me, I'll send you my diverticulitis diet. It's a little bit more confined to inflammatory gut issues. You're only on the second day. Okay, so the other thing that you want to make sure you're doing is digestive enzymes, because a lot of these issues start because we don't have enough hydrochloric acid in our stomach. So all kinds of nasty critters get through, and then they create havoc in our gut. Um, and one of the things that they create is exactly what you're dealing with right now. So you're welcome to just go through my videos on colitis, on diverticulitis, and you're going to find a lot of information on your healing process, a lot of what to do, a lot of what not to do. Any video that relates to diverticulitis or colitis is perfect for lymphocytic colitis. There's a lot of forms of colitis, but root causes are similar and protocols are often similar. Everybody is a little different, which is what coaching calls are good for, but you're going to learn a lot on my videos. Britt and Maddie. Oh my God, Gatorade. You know I don't like that. It's got sugar in it. And is there something other than Gatorade you can use for the colonoscopy prep? Um, yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, absolutely. There's just find something without sugar. There's something called gosh, I'm thinking of it from the health food store. Just Google sugar-free electrolyte drinks. Um, yeah, Gatorade is coconut water would be a better. Oh my gosh, I think sugar-free Pedialyte would even be better. I mean, anything is better than Gatorade. Gatorade was sort of yeah, exactly. I know all about sugar-free Pedialytes from all the wonderful childcare people that used to help take care of my kids who would have hangovers. And so there was sugar-free Pedialyte around. And coconut water is also, yes, is so good. But please no Gatorade. I'm still going to try to think of the product in the health food store. IV hydration. Makes the sugar free. Yeah. Um, so I wish you lots of luck with your colonoscopy. It'll go great. Um, I did a video on one about a year or so ago because I did one. I did it awake because I wanted to know all about it. I wanted to learn all about it. I wanted to experience what my clients experience. And what was so amazing is that because of all the gut issues I had, the doctor that did it said that she could not believe I had ever had any gut issue of any kind. So healing is possible. You won't lie, you did it with Gatorade and it tasted even worse. Enrique, thank you for sharing that. Thank you very much for sharing that. Yeah, Gatorade, yuck. Olivia, get tested for H. pylori, the number one cause of ulcers. Healing is possible. I know that. I think that was the most amazing takeaway of my colonoscopy because she said, if I didn't know from you and your medical records that you had that history of your youth, diverticulitis, bleeding, ulcers, everything bleeding, she said, I wouldn't know you had anything ever wrong with your gut. And there's nothing like, that. I mean, this is we're talking about a colorectal surgeon. So not, we're not a holistic practitioner. Although really interesting, it was interesting to dialogue with her during the colonoscopy. Um, and I wish, what I will say is, that that they are, we all know that they are still the best way to get diagnosed for colon cancer. Unfortunately, there's not a lot more that they tell us in a colonoscopy. I personally would like more information because of going through all that. I'd like more information, but that is the one thing you will learn, and that's worthy. So, um, getting a colonoscopy is an important diagnostic tool. I mean, until they come out with something less invasive that's really trustworthy. Cologuard is a stool sample test, but it has a very high rate of false positives. So that's the problem with a Cologuard is it's a high rate of false positives. And then nobody wants to get a false positive. It fills you with a lot of fear that's very often for nothing. Rina, nice to see you. So we've got 5 more minutes left. Happy to answer any questions. And I see that there's some information, Nicole, that you need over on TikTok. I mean, over on YouTube, and I will um, get you whatever you need. Oh, my friend Mr. Wilkerson is here. Hey, how are you doing, Mr. Wilkerson? I hope that you're doing great. I hope you're having a beautiful summer with your family. I hope you're feeling amazing. Hey, so nice to see you. Big hugs to you. Everybody, my friend Just Maine did an amazing job healing his diverticulitis. He's just done such an heroic job. He's our friend right here, Just Maine. And it's so, thank you so much for stopping in to say hi. I'm sending you big hugs. Everything is still going amazing. I love that. Nothing better. You made my day. I'm just thrilled to hear that. And big hugs to you and your gorgeous family. And I hope you guys are doing something fun because what you are not dealing with is being in a lot of pain. And, for everybody that doesn't believe that healing is possible, this guy did a heroic job in healing his gut, and he's I know, Nicole, isn't it awesome? He's done such a great job, and also modeled for your kids, Mr. Wilkerson, that you can heal your body with your own two hands, and you've done it. You really just put your mind to it and did it, and I'm I'm just have so much respect and admiration for you. And thank you for being here and saying hi to us. Hello, D Dot. Yeah, I know. Big hugs to you. And it's always so nice to see you. Hello, Annette. I did not see a comment of yours before this one. So if you want to send me a private message, I'll get that. Brenda, you wish you knew how, so you can follow my videos here, or you can send me a direct message, and send me a direct message, and we could do a coaching call. Yeah, we didn't see one. And sometimes Nicole sees things that I don't see. And oftentimes, yeah, but neither one of us did. So please, everybody, check out our Happy Gut Tribe Facebook page. It's incredible. Nicole has done the most amazing job. She's always sharing something incredible. Oh, Britt and Maddie, thank you so much. Um, Britt and Maddie, I follow your videos, and I love the one you did where you were in a bathtub. I think that is so cool. I really appreciated that. I love all the ones you do of like your life. Mary, hi, love. How are you? Thank you. That's so sweet of you. How are you today? I know we love you. Oh, Mary, so nice to see you. In the last few minutes of our live, we get to give you a big hug, me and Nicole. Dana, yes, we've only got 4 minutes left. However, um, Dana, if you have a question, you can just send me a direct message, and I'm happy to answer your question. So please send me a direct message, because we are just about to say goodnight. Mary, I hope you're doing great. I hope you had a beautiful weekend. For everybody out there, Nicole and I hope you had a wonderful weekend. We hope you're taking care of yourselves. If you need us, you know how to find us. Oh, Nicole is working on a dairy-free ice cream. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Yes, Dana, please do. Um, so um, hello, hello, um, Sarah. Nice to see you. Aaron, oh, you're so welcome. It's my honor, and Nicole's as well. We feel very blessed to be here. Um, oh, that's really up your alley. You love ice cream. And the thing about a lot of the dairy-free ice creams is, ironically, they have a ton of sugar, which is so crazy. Why would you make a dairy-free ice cream and then have a ton of sugar in it? I remember when I was looking for dairy-free ice creams for my kids, that would drive me crazy. So I trust Nicole is going to figure something out, and we're all here for it. Hello, Chip Samore. Nice to see you. Okay, I'm going to say goodnight for now. Love to everybody. Um, oh my gosh, Ruben, 28 months, no flares. Woohoo! Woohoo! Oh, Ruben, this is such good news. What a wonderful note to end our live on. 28 months, no flares. Oh my gosh. Big hugs to you, Ruben. You are a hero. That is so cool. Thank you for sharing that. Mary, love you and good night. Um, Good night, everybody. We will see you next week.